set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Cousins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking deep for Crabtree. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 6 yards away. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Boxer to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's incomplete to open things up. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And now it's second down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Throwing is Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down. And he motions the wide receiver. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, Mariota. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Mariota from the gun on third down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. The punter Marquette King on to kick it away. Back deep is Doug Baldwin. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Chris Thompson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Shift together here from the D-line. 1st down, Mariota. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. He's got Daly. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Mariota on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Second down now after the incompletion. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Mariota sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
On is the punter King to send it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. The slot man in motion right. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, a run with Thompson. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Cousins now from the 50. Going for the deep ball. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play clock winding down. Mariota now on second down. He'll let it go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They run. It's Kamara. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
A second down throw here for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Kirksey able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Third and long here for Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Cousins on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Finds a seam inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's back to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. In motion goes the tight end. Now Cousins. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with time running out. And the Broncos have broken the tie. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Over the middle of the backer. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. He hits Baldwin right side and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's caught by OBJ. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you tip.
They've got his man, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was